Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Ben, and this is Outshop, and I have two different versions of the magnetic motor to talk to you about. The first one, I'll tell you why it is a fraud, and basically just why this would never work. It's the first version of the magnetic V-gate motor, and it captured the most attention. That's why I'm actually going to put this in this video, simply because I know that this will never work, and I just want to tell you guys why. This one is the one I personally believe that will work. And there has been some that actually have spun and actually do work for real, and not just like a lot of these magnetic motors are fake, which is very disappointing that people would actually do that. But I mean, the people did it here and they got a lot of attention for it. But this will work if you guys give it 5,000 likes. I need 150 of these motors. It costs a lot of money for these little magnets, and hopefully, if you guys really like this video up, I can get this spinning and light this LED and charge my phone with it using this little alternator that I got. And basically, I'll tell you why this will never power your house, why this will never, you will never see this for commercial use, but you may see it for little small home project kid use. And so let me get in with the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And now let me explain to you why this is this, whatever. Yeah, sure. Dude. Okay, first let me show you the quick process of me building this and all the parts you'll need for this. And I'll get it, and then I'll start talking to you about this motor in more specific detail. So how to build the one that I personally believe that will work. So you need these printed parts with your printer. You need a pole that's about 1 feet long. Actually, all these printed parts take about 30 hours to completely print over. You're going to need 4 screws. You're going to need a screwdriver. And you're going to need a long, nice base piece of wood. And with all of this, you can simply just put it together. The reason why this version will work when you build it is just simply because it has 4 drums on it, and I move them in different little areas where it will counteract its in its weak spot. So basically saying that this will work. But basically just, I had to use super glue to put this in to secure it even more, but just, put these 2 little areas, equal distance from each other on a board, and then put the pole through. With the pole right now, actually, I just, I don't have it glued into the bearings right now, simply because there is going to be probably some fixing up that I'm going to be doing with this. It's not going to be a perfect motor. I do have this little alternator, probably I've already said in the beginning of the video. I have this little LED, and eventually I'm going to power this. I have plenty of room right here in case if I'm going to put an electromagnet or a servo or a piston, anything like that, that I may put right here, the whole setup right here, and hopefully it may even be a little phone charger. So this has a lot of potential, and I'm really excited for it. But, of course, right now I don't have anything glued in because there will be a lot of edits to it. But now I can finally finish, and let me tell you more about this amazing motor. Okay, before I tell you anything about this motor, which is very nice, neat, and I'm really excited for the future of this motor, I'll tell you why it will never go in commercial use just in a second. But this, I want to tell you, for a lot of people, millions of people still believe that this magnetic motor actually does work. And let me tell you why it doesn't. So I built a really crappy model of it, and let me show you a clip of what this actual motor is, and let me tell you why it's an absolute fraud, and it's very disappointing. Okay, so it looks really real, and it even got my attention at first, and I was like, whoa, this actually does work. And no, it doesn't, for 2 reasons. One reason, somebody's already debunked it. I will put the video name and stuff in the description below. Definitely you can just copy and paste in the search thing or whatever, and you can figure it out there. But this, see, it won't even work. If you spin this, there's just so many things that are wrong with it. One, this will never have enough power at first to go over, hit this, and then still come around. It just won't have enough power. These magnets aren't that powerful. Of course, my crappy model doesn't show that much. But right here of this part of the magnetic motor, where these 2 parts switch, is very bad for the motor. So over here, this is why I'll tell you guys maybe in the later video, if you guys like the video, I'll tell you why I think this will work, because I have a certain reason why. and a pretty good explanation why. This will most certainly work because I figured out how to neutralize this area. That's the whole point of this entire motor. This will spin perfectly on its own, but right here is where you get in a lot of trouble. And this is where a lot of people say that V-gates will never work, but there's other ways to bypass that little area. So I figured out a way to do it, hopefully. There's still a lot more research to do that. But overall, no, this V-gate motor that has gotten millions of attention does not work. And a lot of your magnetic motors, be careful of, because a lot of them have already been debunked and basically saying that they never worked and they will never work, probably. So you have to look at the ones that actually do work, and you have to figure it out for yourself. If you guys want me to tell you the ones that do work, please like the video. At least 1,000 likes, and I'll do that too. So, see you guys, and let me tell you why this will never be used for your house. Let's go jump right into it. Tell you now why this will never be able to run your house. So you need 3 things for a massive amount of electricity being produced, which you want massive amounts to run your house because air conditioning and your heating alone takes a lot of electricity, and it's actually probably half of your power bill if you look at it. This maybe will probably run like a ceiling fan or something, not even 24/7 probably. So I don't know if this would, I mean, hopefully, I'd be lucky if this would power my phone, if it would just charge my phone up, after a long time of use. So, I don't know if this will actually ever go on the market. Maybe I'll use it for a kit if I ever make this into any kind of business. I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably, it'd probably be a bad kit idea simply because there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this, little magnetic motor. And you have to make sure that everything's at the right poles and everything. But anyway, this will never be used for your house because you need 3 things. You need force, you need speed, and you need inertia. Inertia is basically your mass. This has literally no mass, and I can easily just lift it up. It's maybe a pound if you're lucky, counting the board. So it's pretty much no weight, which is not going to produce a whole lot of turning for like really heavy motors. This is a really light motor, so that's why I'll be able to turn this. But your heavier motors probably just wouldn't be able to turn it just as well. You need speed. This thing maybe at its top speed will go 20 miles per hour. It'll take a while for it to get there, but maybe it could get there. I have very rarely heard it get to 20 miles per hour. But and then of course you need force. This doesn't have a whole lot of force. I could literally just do this in the middle of a 20 mile per hour peak, and I'll probably be able to stop it just like that. So that's probably the problem with this motor, is because those 3 things, you need those things for all of those kind of things. So you probably need hundreds of these things to power your house comfortably. So personally, I don't recommend this for any kind of commercial use. I've done hours of research, but it doesn't make me some kind of expert. But a lot of people have already said this idea is very silly for any kind of commercial use because it won't produce enough electricity to power even a ceiling fan because there's just not enough there's not enough strength, not enough force, and all those things. So sadly, no, this would not work for that. But I am going to be looking into a lot more different kinds of magnetic motors. There's many different magnetic motors out there. This is just one of the little ones. The one that has grabbed millions of people's attention, and even somebody put a patent for it, which I really wonder why someone spent probably $8,000 for a patent for a motor that would never be able to go on commercial market for anything like that. So overall, nope, this won't power your house. But it is maybe a cool house project that you could do with your kids if you're a parent, or just a kid just by yourself and have nothing else to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have any other comments, please put it down below. Please like the video so I can eventually charge my phone just with magnets, because this is a good thing to prove if magnetic motors, just using magnets, could you make electricity? And my answer is definitely you can do that. Maybe just, I'm looking into electromagnetics because it'll make a lot more electricity, and that's what you really need for commercial use and those kind of things. But if you guys want more of these videos, definitely like the like button. 5,000 likes and I'll definitely do it. And I'll see you guys next week, Saturday at 6:30. Woo! Boom!